welcome back to RPG Quest, and we are back, oh god, back to this wonderful game, game 103 on our list, which is Whale's Voyage. So, from my understanding, we got pretty close to the end last night. It's just so late, I just couldn't keep going, so, we're going to try to finish it off, and, yeah, go from there. So let's get right into it, and get this crap over with. I'm not gonna bother putting the background music this time that we had. I mean, not gonna be. Well, I mean, it's gonna be pretty quick. I think, like probably under an hour. Well, I don't know. I don't know how close we are. So let's just get into it and just get it out of the way. Get it done. This game sucks. Where's my password? What was my last password? This one?
Hey, Captain, we gotta get out of here.
Guess the last one here.
Let's start the race. 4, 3...
Intro music, we can play that at the end. This we get music in everywhere else except for on the planets. That's the worst part of this. I mean, well, you know, everything is the worst part of this, but it's the fact that you get music everywhere except on the planets, which is where you spend like 90% of your time. Even on the ship, you at least get some sort of noise, even though it's not music. You get something. You're on the planets, nothing. Ah, man, the secret mine. Combat in this game is so dreadful. Here we go. We can shoot. Imagine we couldn't even shoot through walls. It'd be like 10 times worse. Fortunately, it doesn't help us killing those guys around the corner. Here. Come on. I swear this game, man. The combat system in this game is just so stupid. What are we doing for ammo? You know, last time we went through here, we ran out. How did we run out of ammo? So much ammo. Maybe we just shot so fast that the automatic reload couldn't kick in. Yep. Pretty much the end. Yeah, back to this game. You know, like, I don't like spoilers, but in this game, you know what? I just want it over with. Like, this game's just utter shit in every way. I mean, like, the stuff you have to do to go on is just stuff nobody would ever think of actually doing. Then you're stuck, and I mean, there's this huge area you have to go back and just talk to some random person or walk into a specific square on a room somewhere. It's just, I want to play this game more than I have to. So I kind of broke my like rule of like no spoilers for this game. It's because it's just garbage. Like one of the worst games I've ever played. Hopefully it's almost over. Yeah. It's worse. At least that game is playable. Alright, this is the really tough part here. I think I might have to include a 0 star just for this game. Like, this is just stupid. Oh man, I wish I could just... Can't shoot around the corner. Like, why can't I turn like 45 degrees and like kill those guys? I can shoot through walls, but I can't shoot through, I have to run around the corner. I have to have my combat ready here. So I have to run around the corner. Start shooting like crazy. Hopefully, you know, buttons work without my main guy dying. Well, thank God that was never released in English. So that one's off the that one's off the docket. I don't know how the hell they made a second game. That's the scary part. Alright, here we go. You know, like, just this game. Like how are you supposed to have a chance in combat in this? Like, you see how ridiculous that was there? I mean, it's not like you can like grind experience or get like armor or something like that. So the only choice is to run around that corner and start shooting like crazy and hope that your guys don't die. That's the only chance you have. Like, there's nothing you can do to prevent that. Well, there is grenades, but again, using grenades is even worse than what I was trying to do. Let's say I have to. Let's see what we actually have in our inventory, because again, these save points are pre-made, so I can't even. I mean, I can go run around trying to find some more equipment there, but. So let's say we have this. So we got this grenade here, right? So in order to use this grenade, so this is what I'd have to do. So it's on my second guy, even if it was my first guy. So I'd have to go around the corner. I'd have to run around the corner, and anytime the guys are shooting me, press the button, scroll down to this guy, go to use item, scroll over to the grenade, and then use that in like in the space of like, I don't know, 1/10 of a second, because you know that's about how long it takes for the guys to murder you. You know, like you can't use a grenade. It's completely. Oh, that one's already been played and beaten. I've beaten all the NES RPGs. I'm playing all the games in chronological order, and yeah, that one was the first NES game we played actually. Or no, sorry, Tower, not Tower Druga. It was Deadly Tower. Tower Druga? No, that wasn't released in English. I'm playing only ones that were officially released in English. I'm thinking of Tower, Deadly Tower. Yeah, Tower Druga wasn't released in English, so I won't be playing. I don't play any like fan translated games or anything. Maybe later on I might add some, but we will have a Tower Druga on what, PlayStation 2, I think. The PS2 or PS3 has the Tower Druga game. We'll eventually get to that one, but that's gonna be a while from now. It's a good thing this thing shoots through walls. You can just imagine trying to kill these guys once we actually go there. That's those dudes dead. Alright. This is gonna be fun. I wonder, just out of curiosity, let's say if maybe grenades do like damage the guys. Like if I shoot it in front of me, maybe it'll hit the guy around the corner or something like that. Let's try it. Joker. Equip it, I guess. And then is it something? I don't know. Somebody selected, yeah, so you have to select somebody. So you have to select somebody for a grenade. Well, the Amiga isn't, but the Amiga CD32, which was basically a console version of the Amiga. Unfortunately, the games that are ported to it were ported pretty poorly. Oops, I have to start my timer. Whatever. The games ported to it were generally like they cut out a lot of the stuff. Like in this game, for example, there is no save system. There's a pretty good character creator in this game. So you can create your characters. You have to choose your mother and your father, and then you get like some stats. You can buff it up that using rotations, which apparently give you a better chance of getting disease, which I don't think that's ever happened. It was a pretty okay character creator. The problem is that's absolutely useless, because if your party gets wiped out, which happens extremely easily in this game, all you can do is use a pre-created password. Like when you reach certain story points, they give you a password. Use that password, it loads a pre-created save point with some pre-created characters that I guess the developers did. So your entire character creation, it's pointless, because as soon as you load the password, your characters are gone. You just have these pre-made characters. So in the original game, you could save your game because, of course, it's a computer, right? So you can save it. Amiga CD32, they took that out. Even though the Amiga CD32 has a save system, they didn't bother to use that in the port. They just stripped it out, and it's not even completely stripped out. If I hit the escape button on my keyboard on the ship, it gives me like a load and save menu, but it doesn't work. It works like really broken because it's not intended to use. And the manual even says like that's the only way of doing it is the password. So they take a save system in an RPG, which has a good character creation system. They took a music in first-person view like we have here. They took out the controls are absolute garbage. Like you can see how hard it is to do combat here. I mean, everything is just so. It's like one of the worst. It's a horrible port. I don't know how good the game was, but from the looks of it, the game is pretty horrible anyways. So it's a horrible port of a horrible game. It's like shit on top of shit. Thought we had them. Did pretty good, and then, of course they murdered us. Yeah, and the worst part, like, you're looking at the controller. The controller has 4 face buttons and 2 shoulder buttons. This game uses 2 buttons. They don't even use the full controller. Like, if they use the full controller, they can make the game, like, you can have an action to shoot instead of having to go through sub-menus and that. They don't even do that. They use 2 buttons and the directional buttons, that's it. So, like, it's a horrible port. Like, this is like a half-assed port. And like a broken half-assed port, so it's garbage in every way. Like, I just can't wait to get this game done. Just to get it over with. Like, this is like I hope I don't encounter any other games that are this badly ported. It's like exactly. It's like it's just a half-assed port. Like they obviously wanted just to bring a game out on the CD32 because this is the new thing. Hey, we can bring this game out on it. This game did decent on the Amiga. Let's bring it on the CD32. Oh, we only have Bob over here. He's only got this weekend before we fire him for gross incompetence. Should we have him work on that project? Yeah, Have him do it. Can finish in 2 days, right? Like it's just it's just so bad. Like this is how you do not do a port. Combat is so stupid in this game. Especially considering like your guys just can't survive. It's complete RNG if you survive this. Even if I'm as fast as humanly possible, even if this is a task, like I can have a computer just do the combat, and it still would be RNG. Like your guys would die like 3/4 of the time. So you have to get extremely lucky here to survive this combat. And my guy with the gun's dead. Whoops. Like combat, there's only one character that can have combat. It's even more ridiculous than that. Like, you notice there's like letters next to my characters, right? So once I load up here, reload, I should say. Wrong direction. Now the gun we're using seems to shoot in a straight line, even through walls. So normally most guns in this game require a target, and no, I've beaten every game. There's some games I've cut, but because they didn't have enough RPG elements, I ended up cutting them. But other than that, unless the game's been completely broken, like I had paused the game a while because it was like unplayable. but I found another version of it which I was able to finish. It was another Amiga CD32 game, go figure. But so far, beat everything, yeah. So you see these little letters on the side. These are different jobs you can give your guys. So T is targeter. If he wasn't a targeter, if my main attacker wasn't a targeter, what would happen is, if there's an enemy in front of me, remember you can see how fast they're shooting at me, right? I'd have to go into the menu, which sometimes takes like 2 tries just to get in the menu. I'd have to select the name of my character. Scroll over to, there'd be an option here that says target character. You click on that, and you have to go back out of this menu, then you have to scroll to the hand menu, and then go to attack selected enemy. And you know, good luck trying to do that in the time that it takes you to die to the enemy. Now, having your main character as a targeter means he'll automatically target what's in front of him. Now, you can't control exactly who he targets. If there's multiple enemies, he's just going to target a random one. You know, if there's an enemy in like an NPC or something like that, like a good character, you can end up accidentally targeting the good character and then just, you know, killing the good character. But generally, you know, you're not fighting enemies near good characters. But like, why is that a thing? Why is there not auto-targeting like 99% of the time? Now, the gun we're using, that's kind of moot because the gun we're using just shoots straight. Shoots through walls, so... Exactly, it's absolute... I mean, you know, like, if they had one dedicated button for shooting, like, if it was like, you know, if you can press, like, one of the face buttons and it would just shoot even just your primary character, that would be so much better. But no, just the fact you have to go into the menu, like, right now, see, I didn't have my hand selected, so, you know, it has cursor memory, so if I press this here, I'll shoot. No, it's, you know, it's like, I gotta go, you know, to the menu. The time it takes you to, like, realize that, hey, I'm on the wrong menu, you're dead, because the enemies just shoot so fast. Like, the enemies use, like, machine gun combat. There's no chance to react. So there's a couple ways they could have fixed that. You know, one way would have been to use, would have been to, like, use some sort of turn-based combat, which would have made sense because you have 4 characters. Only one of them is using weapons because, you know, there's no point in using weapons in the other 2 because you'd have to scroll to them, and then, you know, again, the targeter he's the only one who targets. So if I switch this person, so let's say he dies, and I have to switch to this person, the enemy isn't targeted anymore because the targeter, he's not a targeter. So I'd have to go in, go select the enemy, go back out, and go select target or attack enemy. So, you know, if this guy dies, then that's it, you know. The time it takes me to switch characters and have them manually target the enemy, because you can't have 2 people being targeters at the same time, so... you know, it's game over at that point, so... it is just stupid. So yeah, it's not a fun game. Like, I don't know who thought this was a good game. They thought wrong. Okay, let's see if we can do this. I am dead. Good to know. Anyway, surviving characters have revive. Probably not. Nope, we're dead. Of course, pre-built characters, I can't choose their actions, otherwise I would have made one of them, all of them have revive. But, you know, recreated characters, you can't control what they had. Yeah, very convoluted, and it's just utter garbage is what it is. It's utter garbage. The worst part is we actually successfully went through this area before, but we didn't... Apparently there was something else we had to do. Because we didn't do that, we have to redo this entire area. I really wish I could shoot around corners. Can't I just, like, aim around the corner? Yeah, no. Only. There's like a set a trap option, but One's a member, resurrect member, paralyze selected opponent, disarm selected opponent. Both of these wouldn't do anything because, again, you have to scroll over there. Set trap, but I'm assuming I need like explosives or something. I do not know how to do it here, yeah. That's probably just like a specific, like, you gotta use that in a certain area to move the story or something. It's like this is like brute force. I mean, that's the only way of doing this section. Little brute force method. What does this guy have for weapons, anyways? Regular plasma gun. Alright. Should really use the infrared thing here. I don't need the compass. I don't know. Compass is even a thing. And instead of having an annoying flashing light, we can actually stare at red. Ah. Alright, let's go. I wonder. It'd be nice if we can somehow like get those other enemies to like force them to another room, but I think that's possible. The way that this place is built. Or if I move back enough. Just try to see if there's any way of cheesing that section there. It's going around the corner is just absolute suicide. Maybe if I go all the way back, maybe that works actually. Because if I go... No, see, the problem is there's no... Well, maybe. If I'm gonna try this here. Not sure if this will work. Probably won't work, but... We get these guys to like move over here. If I go all the way back... Nope. Well, you can, but I mean... There's no... If your guys that can cast revive are dead, then you have to beam back to your ship, go to another place, and then all this stuff respawns, so there's no point in kind of reviving your guys. No. I was hoping maybe the guys would like move towards us and then like move into that corridor there, but no, that's not a thing. So the only way here is to go around the corner and start shooting blindly. Only way we have a chance. It's just faster just like constantly shooting the enemies than it is to run back and try to... I mean, we can try to run back and heal our guys, but the RNG is just so... Like, they can one-shot your guys, so even if you go back and heal your guys, which uses magic, like one heal probably uses my entire magic pool, and it's so slow at regenerating that you might as well just stay there and start shooting. And I don't think any other abilities do anything. Okay, here we go again. Hurry up and kill me. Like, two people that can revive and both of them die. The worst part is, like, the pre-created characters, they don't even have, like, the main kind of gunfighter guy, the soldier guy, as the primary character. Which means, you know, the guy that probably survived the most damage is in second place, which takes even longer to scroll to and doesn't have, like, good weapons, and you can't move characters around as far as I can tell. I tried. If I can move the second guy to the first place, then I'd probably have a better chance of surviving. it's just brute force. I mean, if we get through that corridor, we still have one more place we have to fight things, but like this corridor is just the nasty one here. There's just so many enemies. They just keep coming. I wonder though if I use, I'm gonna try using that that silencing thing. Maybe it'll keep the faraway ones from coming. Maybe I'll have more of a chance. I think that's what I did the first time, and that's the first time is how I survived. So let's use that silencing thing. I think that's what happened. Like maybe the faraway ones won't come, and you only have like half the group to fight at one time. Sonic absorber. Either way, you still have to kill all of them. You just have to do it in 2 waves. Yeah, I made it through once. There's no music now. There's even less music. There's not even any sound anymore. Sonic absorber. Alright. See if this helps at all. So this keeps your like sound from, you know, your character from making sound. They still come after you. They still know you're there, but maybe the faraway ones won't come. Only have like a couple guys to shoot. Shit. We survived. Well, you know, 2 of our characters died, but yeah. I do want to revive the healer, though. This guy can't even revive. The wounds of a member. Alright, so round 1 done. How many do we have left now? After that. Okay. Second round number 2. Oh shit. Come on. Come on, son of a bitch. Well, he's dead. I didn't think he would rock around the corner, so I didn't have time to react. See, that's the problem. Like, something like that happens, and by the time, it's like, oh man, I had the wrong menu selected, so by the time you react, you're dead. No chance. So Sonic Absorber definitely, like, keeps half those guys from coming, so... But either way, we have to kill them, so it doesn't matter if we kill them then or before. But not having them all in one shot makes it a little safer, I guess. I don't know. It's a good thing at least the save point brings you right back here, so you don't have to like find this place each time. Kill these bastards. So wish I could shoot these guys through the wall. They just purposely designed this so you couldn't shoot them. They're too far to shoot. Bullshit. Let's do the sonic absorber. We're going in guns blazing. And we're dead. Like, they fire as soon as they show up on the screen, so you can't even react to them. It's gonna be an hour just trying to get through that damn tunnel. I think I'll use the sonic absorber. It seems like that had the best effect. It maybe just slows them down. So it takes a little longer for them to show up and have more chance of surviving. Not sure if it's just a fluke or if the sonic absorber actually did help, but I mean, that's so far it's the only time we survived. Only 2 times we survived was using the sonic absorber, so give it a shot. Probably just makes it a little longer for them to react and like realize, hey, there's somebody here. Maybe they just move forwards naturally because, you know, they just move towards you. But then you don't realize you're there, versus with the sonic absorber off, they know that there's somebody here shooting, so as soon as they appear on screen, they start shooting you. Could be what's happening there. Shooting the wrong way. Let's get the sonic absorber equipped. Compass. Oh, no, inspect. Use. Nope. Compass off. Sonic absorber on. Alright. Let's do this. Good thing we have that, at least that scanner pro, because without that, I mean, this would be like so much harder. The fact that you can actually see where enemies are. Alright. Damn it. I tried moving inside and to heal my guy, but well. Finish him off. Go no Sigger. Worst part is he doesn't even have. Oh, he does have a toolbox. If he somehow survives and I don't even have a way of healing him, then yeah, I might have a chance. But yeah, the odds of him surviving this is like 1 in a billion. Come on. Surviving. Got 1 guy left to kill. Got no health left. Or 1 guy to kill. Guess I can kill that guy around the corner. 1 dude left. I might actually make this. He's got a toolkit, so should be able to break these, right? Toolkit. Oh, thank God. This time I'm not warping out until I talk to the dude. Here, I'll revive everybody, but let's say it's easy to do. Hello. How did we not see him? Oh, not beam himself off. Up. Right, not. That's one thing we missed last time. Like, I don't know how the hell we missed that guy. Like, he was right there. Get a password now, at least. Yeah, see, now we got a password. So we can just reload that password and have our guys revived. Mr. Westall calls. General Noth could escape. Ship has docked on Sky Boulevard. Follow him and set up a bomb in the computer room. Destroy this bastard. Alright. So Louis, so L17, Lapis, Nida, Arb. Right, let's
Wanna buy something?
I don't want to buy something. Let's reset and then load that save game so we can. We don't have to go around and revive our guys, and they probably already bought the bomb and everything. That's one upside of the save games. At least they do a lot of the grunt work for you, so you don't have to you don't have to do that yourself. Of course, the big downside is you can't create your own characters or have any fun in the game. But other than that, you know. Alright. 317, Lapis, Nidax, and Arboris. So we go to Sky Boulevard. You didn't mention where. I don't know if I just go to regular Sky Boulevard or if there's like somewhere specific I have to go.
What can we do for you?
Repair everything. Alright, let's go there. Sky Boulevard, here we come.
Please select destination.
Start whale. Ignition. Yeah, some neat, like, Amiga animation in that, but that's all you get. Combat time. Probably some pretty tough enemies here. Imperial Guard, Private Army of General Noth. Tiny but very strong ship. Alright, well, let's turn this way. Shields up. Wow. Aye. Range on these guys. Wow. Alright, so that was bad. The range is insane from those guns. You can't even kill them with like a full volley. This is gonna be some. It's gonna be a tough combat here. 17 Lapis, Nidax, Arboris. Let's use a combination of like the cloaking device and I don't remember what those do. Let's see here, cloaking device. It's the manual here. And the shields give us like a little extra kind of extra buffer. Each of those use energy though, but am I using the right version of the manual? I don't think so, but it should be the same info. The device makes the whale invisible so it can't be attacked. Why would I not use anything other than the cloaking device? Just use the cloaking device, that way it can't even be attacked. Problem solved.
Please select destination.
So we need 4 for the cloaking device, so let's make sure we don't use more than 4. It's a lot easier. Joke. Okay, so Montes. And the cloaking device makes this combat like ridiculously easy. Just use a cloaking device and game over. Well, you don't use too much energy. Wow. Way too easy. There's more? Matter. Send a million of them at us. Unless they have like a counter cloaking device or something. Which they don't. This is the absolutely worst version, the Amiga CD32 version. It's the worst controls, no saving system. They just give you pre-made passwords which reload a pre-made save point with like pre-made party, so you can't even like the party creation thing which is actually pretty interesting in this game. It's pointless because you use one of those passwords, you lose your entire party that you created because they just give you a party instead. So it's utter shit. It's like the worst. It's a horrible port of this game. Like I don't know how the original Amiga game or DOS version was, but no, it was this bad. The controls are absolute shit too. And this cloaking device makes space combat just a joke. Won the battle. Of course I did. Cloaking device is OP. Alright. Glider, beam down. Wait, we gotta go get a bomb. Wait, did most of my characters already picked up a bomb? I doubt it. Maybe they did. Hey, yeah, laugh it up. Actually does have a bomb, nice. Good. Even thought ahead and got a bomb. Alright, so the question is where do we go? I don't know if it's in this or if we have to go like a special area. Let's heal main dude. Okay, I'm thinking that's an enemy because he's like kind of making a beeline for me. All these guys are, so yeah, these are clearly enemies, so let's just shoot them. Okay, not shoot him through walls. Okay, I guess he's just really tough. a good thing we can shoot through walls. We can see through walls. Guy is tough. I hope those were like bad guys. Okay, we have to drop the bomb off at. We have to drop the bomb off like a computer or something like that. Assuming the computer over here. I don't know if this is right, but. Crap. How do we exit? Damn Joker always laughing. Run away. Shit. We don't have this. Crap. Wow, okay. Yeah. I'm assuming you have to go back to where we beamed in. Oi. That was fun. Maybe you have to kill all the guys before we could drop the bomb off. I don't know, I'm assuming those spawned because I didn't see them. Let's kill everything before we drop the bomb. Oops. Wrong one here. Let's not load that one. Not this. Have to redo that fight. Do that space battle, but I mean that's an easy battle anyways. Yeah. Didn't seem like to be that many things though. I'm pretty sure most of them spawned after we dropped the bomb off.
Please select destination.
Yeah, the Joker. We have one of our like I don't know if it even does anything, but one of the roles you can give a guy is a Joker, which keeps your morale up at cracking jokes once in a while. Again, don't know if it actually does anything, but you know, the pre-made party has him as a Joker, and I'm bother changing it. Chaos Engine. Well, a lot of games have like RPG like elements. I mean, if it's mainly in like another genre, then I don't add like. The way I see it is like I don't have Grand Theft Auto's, you know, San Andreas on there. You have stats you upgrade and you level up in San Andreas. So oops, if that's not an RPG, then you know most other games aren't. So it needs a little more than just stat upgrades usually. Oh shit! I guess turning off the shields is, or sorry, I have my shields on. What am I doing? But I had my cloaking device on, but it was my shield that was on. I mean, this combat is just stupid. Like, just degrades into like turning on cloaking device, firing until you run out of move points. That's the entire combat. Why couldn't the battle computer do this? Won the battle! Or actually gave me a password there. So I'm gonna have to redo this each time. Okay, so let's see if we... Let's make sure that everything's dead. Better yet, let's turn on... Good dropping. Drop. Use. There. If that helps. I don't think it does, like... From the description it sounds like it's supposed to... Clearly gunning for me. It's supposed to make it so that you, the enemies can't even hear your footsteps, so they obviously do. Alright, I'm shooting the wrong way here. Like, why isn't he not dying? He should have been dead by now. So the beam out point is here, right? Where's the beam out point? Here? Okay, so like this specific spot here. It seems like everywhere else you have the beamer blocker, so you have to be right here before you drop the bomb. Or someone can set us up with the bomb. I don't know if I'm hitting this guy. I don't think I am. He's too far. I guess the AI is absolute garbage in this game. Almost out of ammo. Nothing matters. Kill everybody! Let's hope they don't respawn. This guy's just a merchant. Stuck behind a desk anyways. Anybody down over here? Oh, this dude over here. Seems to be interested in murdering us. If it wasn't for the shooting behind wall, like through walls thing this gun has, then this game would be absolutely unplayable for combat. I mean, pretty much as until you get this plasma gun. I think we got everything that seems to be moving. So we'll see if they respawn or not. Let's make sure there's nothing over here. It's a merchant. I think we're good. Here we go. Bomb time. Alright. Run like hell. Just take the sonic block off just in case. And even then we have to go fast. Alright, it's gonna have any sort of like... What's going on here? Pudding. Oh! And that's it. And that's the end. Left mouse button, right mouse button. Oh wait, we don't have a mouse. Destroy the Sky Boulevard, defeat Darren Moth. Mr. Westonk starts to build up a new government. The new president is something or other is heart transplanted. Bill and his crew is now ready to discover another part of the universe. No, they are not. The end. Thank God. Accidentally, like, shift of gears. That's it.
Hey, Captain, we gotta get
Oh God. Next is restaurant activation.
3, 2,
The next game on the list is for a victory shot. Next game on the list is gonna be Lufia, but don't have much time to start another game today. I wanted to just get this one over with, get this one done before, because I have work tonight. So got a couple things I need to finish for work. So, but I probably will be on tomorrow to. Time for the victory music. Could have even they didn't even have music for the congratulation thing. It was just like that was a very disappointing ending, I gotta say. So this awesome music. See, if they had this kind of music throughout the rest of the game, it would have been more bearable. Not really, but. Oh man. Good old techno, early 90s techno. Song produced by Edda and Oliver Leeds. It's a song, like. I know, right? No, if it was just like similar music throughout the game, at least it would have been more interesting, you know? I mean, some like early 90s like dance music, electro music throughout the game. It would have fit the theme too. I mean, this kind of cyberpunk future thing. Game of the year, Song of the Year, Game of the Century. God, this game is. I am happy this game is done. I mean, there's obviously like some optional quest in that because having to bring that lady her flashlight, she called it. Clearly was another device we have to rename for this and. Some lady wanted a key, so there's definitely optional stuff, but I don't know what the hell those would have done. Like, would they give me money? Experience, maybe? Or maybe it's more XP. So the character would have been a little stronger, but if they actually had a save system, I would have bothered with them. Without the save system, it's like, what's the point? Do the subquest, you lose the XP again, because, they didn't do the subquest. Horrible game. Let's do a hit point sound recording. I mean, they must have spent a considerable amount of money on this song. It's about the only place they spent the money. Yeah, that's the entire budget of this port was on this song, because this song obviously wasn't on the Amiga version because it's a CD song, right? So they spent all the money on this song and none of it on the actual port itself. Had they spent like a quarter of this song's budget on the port might have been okay. Instead, they had like an intern working on the port, something like I don't know. Alright, that song is done, and this game is done. Close the game there. Alright, so yeah, it's an hour stream, it's a short stream, but unfortunately I got work tonight, so I got to do some preparation. I will be on tomorrow, and we'll start, so it's Lufia, I think. Is the next, is it Lufia? No, not Lufia. Was it Lufia? Yeah, I think it was Lufia. Lost track. That game just melted my brain. Alright, Nightbot, that's the next game. Yeah, Lufia and the Fortress of Doom. I'm trying to remember if I've ever played that one. I don't think I've ever played that one on the SNES, so that would be a brand new game. I know it's from, I understand it's a decent one. I don't know. I'm trying to recall like anything about it. I know it's a JRPG. That's about it. So I think it's a JRPG. Is it a JRPG or action? I don't know. I'll look into it. I'll read the manual and all that stuff. So yeah, it's good. At least we have a good game. That's actually the last game of 1993, Lufia. So we're finishing off 1993 with a good game, and then we're on to 1994. Just gonna have some some interesting games at the beginning. Let's look on my list here and see what's coming up. So we got Lufia. We've got I think we have like Ultima 5 or sorry, Ultima 6, which I really hope is better than Ultima 5 was. Prequel? Yeah, they seem to do that a lot. But still, anything is better than Wales Voyage. I mean, you know, Dungeon. What the hell was it called? Dungeon Explorer? Not Dungeon Explorer. Double Dungeons. That's the one I gave like one of my worst scores to, and that I would play that for another like 20 hours over playing this piece of crap again. This is the worst game I've played up to this point by far. I mean, if the port had been done well, it might not have been too bad, but the port was so bad. Secret of the Stars, I don't know. I can't see Secret of the Stars. I hear a lot of people bashing it, but you know, I can't see it being anywhere near as bad as this. Like it's like I don't know the original source material. If I played this game on Amiga or DOS, I never had an Amiga, so or DOS, it might have been okay-ish. But playing it on on CD32 with a horrible port that doesn't even use the controller correctly and doesn't have a working save system and absolute horrible combat, just yeah. So we got Lufia, then we have Ultima 6 on SNES. Wizardry, oh great, Wizardry's coming up. At least it's the last Wizardry we have. So, Twisted Tales of Spike McFang. Another D&D game. A bunch of Sega CD games coming up, so we have a lot of games looking forward to in 1994. Breath of Fire, nice. The original Breath of Fire. Got Robotrek coming up in like 10 games, 11 games. New Horizons. There's Uncharted Waters, Shining Force 2. So we got a lot of awesome. And of course, Final Fantasy 3/6, whatever you want to call it. That's gonna be an awesome one. We got a lot of nice games to kind of cleanse our palate after this piece of shit. Luckily, let's see, what's the next Amiga CD32 game? It's game 125, so we got a while before we play some more crappy Amiga games. Yeah, I never heard of Robotrek before doing this, but a lot of people have been kind of saying it's a good game, so can't wait to try that one. That's one of the awesome things about RPG Quest is playing all these games I've either never played, like stuff like Genesis games or Sega CD games, because I never owned those things when I was a kid, or games I just never heard of when I was a kid, stuff like Robotrek, stuff like Final Fantasies and that kind of stuff I played on my rented at least on SNES when I was a kid, but all the stuff I either played on emulators or just missed altogether. So it's gonna be fun. But anyways, we're going to call it here for today. So again, a short stream, unfortunately, but just wanted to get this game over with, so I'll have to, so I can get some sleep, because God, it was hard to sleep last night, just thinking about this stupid piece of crap game. So yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll start Lufia. I do work tomorrow night, but, I should be on a little earlier, and we can start Lufia, get 5 hours in or something like that, so. Alright, so I'll see everybody tomorrow for the start of Lufia. In the meantime, thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you all for a good game next time. Bye for now, everyone.